My name is Nicolas Filet. I go to Master Academy in Miami, and I'm in 11th grade.
What happened that made you realize that you needed our service?
I started looking over some SAT questions that friends were studying, and I realized most of the stuff I have no idea how to do, or not really. And a good friend of mine was doing piece of pie, and he has told me how good it was and how much work he had put in, and how it paid off for him. And I became interested and started doing it.
And what was your situation at that time, right? Like had you done any prep? Had you studied on your own?
I mean, I was just doing a little bit of Khan Academy, but nothing really like dedicated, and basically not really improving, just basically just staying at the same level.
And that's when you say same level, you mean based on the PSAT score that you had at
Yeah,
the time?
I wasn't improving or learning anything new. Yeah.
And what about like in your math class? Like, because I mean, obviously, you did the math prep. Um, was
Yeah.
math something you were good at, or not? You know, not that
No,
good.
math is not my strong point. I always had like problems with math, and never really liked it. But after doing the course, I think I liked it more, and also it helped me like get back on that base of math that I never really had developed. Yeah, and it helped a
Uh,
lot.
that's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Nice. Um, so okay, so then I guess when you got your score at the time for PSAT, you weren't like surprised or anything, right? You were probably like, yeah, whatever. Like I've been struggling with math. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah. I didn't even think about it. I was just doing that at pre-SAT just to see what level I'm on.
what would like with the score you had before, right? Before
Yeah.
tutoring, what was the why was that a problem for you to have that score?
I mean, honestly, I'm not super interested in studying in the United States because I'm Dutch. So I would like to study in the Netherlands, but I'm really I there's some really interesting schools here with really interesting programs, and if I don't like have the SAT, I can never have the opportunity. So I would like to have like a at least a decent score so that I have that option if it comes down to it.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
bro. And I guess before tutoring, like what do you feel was your biggest issue with the test or frustration with the math?
I mean, always time. Like if you have infinite time on SAT, you can get a 800, maybe 750 because at some point you don't know. But just the time, so you have to get your rhythm going.
Okay.
Yeah.
And aside from time, was there anything else like when for the math specifically or not really?
I have to say the geometry. The geometry messes me up. Or at least volumes. Volumes, all that stuff. Yeah. Sometimes they get you with the trick questions and then
Yeah, yeah, that's tough. Everyone hates geometry, bro. So that's funny you say
oh
that. Like
yeah.
nobody likes it, bro.
No, some
Um,
things like the circles, right? And they ask you how small is the circle inside, that type of stuff, right?
yeah, 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 I got you. Okay. So mainly it was geometry and time. You said so aside from that, you felt like you were pretty chilling even before prep.
Not like good, but I knew how to do it eventually, right? I got to the right answer.
And you mentioned also your foundation though. You were saying that like the course helped with the your foundational stuff. Was that
Yeah,
so
big,
you
big time.
so then was that another thing that maybe got in your way before?
Yo, definitely. No, because I used to live on a Dutch, basically like island in the Caribbean, and the schools there aren't really good. So I never had like a good sense of math. And then when I came to United States, it was always been a problem for me. So I mean, I really didn't think of too much about it because I didn't really care about it. But for the SAT, I realized I have no like control over that part. So I have to get that up. And after the prep, perfect. In math now, a lot better.
Nice, bro. And
Yeah.
okay, so coming in though, what was your expectation of the virtual group learning environment?
I liked it. I had done like some very few classes before with some other groups, but I liked it because you had all the notes there, so you already know what you had to basically like look over and weren't just looking for the questions beforehand, afterhand, right? And with the group, like you can think about different ways of like approaching the question or um also how to answer it because yeah, sometimes you also don't know and they can explain it to you. So it helped. Yeah.
So you never so for you coming in, you weren't really hesitant about the group virtual. Like you already
No, yeah, I knew it was gonna be a lot better for me because if they have questions I didn't think about, it can help me. So I just thought like this is the best way to do it.
that was a plus for you. You were
Yeah,
like, I
definitely.
like, okay,
Yeah. Also fun.
awesome. It was fun.
Yeah, because in the morning, oh, you're just waking up, you have to do the Zoom, and you're like, oh shit. Yeah. So some people is nice.
Nice, bro. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, you're kind of doing it together.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
a little bit more interaction. I feel that.
Yeah.
Um, all right. Well, if somebody asks, how would you describe the service to them? Like, what should they know?
Oof, you have to know it's not easy. You have to work a lot. It's not like they're gonna give you the score you want. You have to really put in the work, and actually you have to you have to just focus on that for the few weeks that you're doing it, and afterwards you're gonna be rewarded. That's for sure. But definitely, it's a tough course, but big result.
You got to lock in.
Yeah, exactly.
How'd you manage your time?
Sometimes it got difficult because with all the classes I'm taking, APs, had to study for all those classes. It got tough, but if you figure out like how you handle like your agenda, you can figure it out when to do the homework. Sometimes I did it maybe late, but yeah,
You got it done eventually, bro. That's all
you
that
have to do it.
matters.
You have to do it exactly.
Did you have to give anything up to make it happen, or did you just have to get more organized?
I had to get more organized, but sometimes like if I had like training for rugby, my sport, right? And it got like I have a lot of homework and I actually really had to like improve in the section. I would not go to it so I can focus on that. Books, it's I thought it was more important than going to one practice.
All
Yeah,
right, bro. There you go. So basically, to sum that up, it's manage your time better, and maybe you have to sacrifice something here and there.
that's part of
To
it. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, bro. And I guess at the end of the day, ultimately, what result did we help you get? What was your, initial math and your final math and the total improvement?
Yeah. So I mean big improvement, right? Like 140 point increase. I mean, I want to get to 700, but it was tough. I realized that with all the classes and doing the SAT tutoring, it got a little bit too much. So I had to like balance it out to keep the GPA up and try to get the score up. And that's I think the only thing that maybe messed me up on trying to get a higher score. So just like, but overall, the score improvement was amazing. I'm at 1300s now. Just have to push for 1350s, and then we see how it goes. So yeah,
Yeah,
amazing.
150. I think it was 150 actually.
Yeah, 150. Yeah, exactly. Nice. I
So
love it.
that's pretty good, bro. What has the result meant for you? Like, or enabled you to do?
That's a tough question. Yeah. Yeah, enable me to like get more focused up when I'm doing like the work, because I realized that I can improve whatever I'm doing a lot more. So I might be doing another session with you guys so I can just boost it a little bit more and then just fully lock in with it.
Oh, you trying to get an
Actually,
800, bro?
I mean, I don't know if I have it in me, but at least a seven something, you know?
No, I think you. I mean, yeah, maybe not an 800, but
Yeah, 800 crazy.
800 is a little crazy.
No, 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 no. Come on.
Those last few questions are. I've been looking at them lately a lot, bro, and I'm like, bro.
Like a certain points, all luck. Like you can't do anything without luck.
Or savage, or like you're just like fucking math
My
wizards,
friend,
bro.
yeah, I did the course at the same time with my friend. He got an 800. So
Wow. Wait, which one was your friend?
Pablo Rodriguez.
Oh my God, you know
Yeah,
Pablo?
it's crazy. That guy is insane. But that
What a
guy does, the
savage.
craziest classes out here. Like I do good classes, but I'm trying to enjoy life too.
Yeah, I remember when I saw his score, I was like,
Like, yeah, actually, holy.
bro, like get out of here, dude.
Nah, he's done. He can relax to the end of time.
You're right there, bro. But see, that's the thing. Now you're that much closer. You know what I'm saying? Like you're right there, dude.
Yeah, just a little bit more.
Just a little bit more, dude.
Mm,
All right,
definitely.
awesome, bro. And you got any advice for anyone going through the journey?
Like be prepared. Like actually be prepared. You think it's gonna be easy? Like, you're just gonna do the Zoom. The Zoom is long. You have to just really have get some food ready, get some snacks, right? Get your drink. Walk in, do the homework like fast. You get the homework just organized throughout the week. Just do like a one assignment a day, and you'll be good. But you have to prepare and organize, or else you're not gonna make it.
That's hilarious. I like that. You're not gonna
Yeah,
make it.
I swear. And then they start roasting you in the chats, and they start calling your mom like, "Oh shit, I have to get on it."
Bro,
Always,
that's awesome. It's the best description.
yeah.
Oh man.
Always like that. Always like that.
Let me see, bro.
Study up.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
you have to do so much work for all the classes. Crazy. I see the dedication.
I got you, bro. Nah, we always update, bro. Everything is it has to be, bro. Otherwise, because you guys go hard. I mean, we gotta go hard.
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna match it, bro. But
I know you guys do. You guys always do.
yeah, we
Yeah,
that's how we do,
holy,
bro.
never stops.
But that's the only way. This test is crazy, bro.
That's the best thing. That's why, no joke. Like a lot of glaze already, but that's why you guys are the best.
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate
Everyone
it.
that doesn't goes up. If you don't go up, you weren't doing the course.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. All right, awesome, bro. I'm
Hey
gonna
man,
let you get back to your grind and everything else that you got going on. I really appreciate you coming on,
of
bro.
course, man, of course. If you need anything more, please just tell me and we'll
I
figure it
got you,
out.
bro. I got you.
And
Dale,
thank you for
man.
everything.
Of course. Talk to you later, man. Bye.
Nice day. Bye bye.